I want to tell you about something that sounds almost absurd until you check for it yourself. It's called email apnea, first described by researcher Linda Stone, and it's this phenomenon where people unconsciously hold their breath or breathe shallowly when checking email or engaging in focused digital tasks. And yes, this contributes to neck tension and chronic stress. The mechanism is fairly straightforward. When you're focused intensely on a screen, particularly when checking email, which often contains stressful information or demands, you unconsciously alter your breathing pattern. Some people literally hold their breath for short periods. Others shift to very shallow chest breathing. This creates temporary hypoxia, your tissues aren't getting adequate oxygen, and triggers a stress response in your autonomic nervous system. Self-assessment is easy and revealing. Next time you're checking email, actually pay attention to your breathing. Are you holding your breath? Are you breathing shallowly from your chest? Is your breathing rapid and irregular? Most people are genuinely shocked when they first notice their email apnea because it's been happening unconsciously for years. The physiological consequences are more significant than you might expect. Oxygen deprivation, even mild and temporary, contributes to fatigue and brain fog. You feel mentally exhausted after hours of screen work, and disrupted breathing is part of why. Stress hormone release from breath holding creates a chronic low-level stress state. Muscle tension, especially in neck and shoulders, increases during these apneic episodes. Your entire body tenses when you're not breathing properly. Breath awareness interventions can help. Placing sticky notes that say "breathe" on your monitor seems simplistic, but it works. Visual reminders prompt you to check and correct your breathing. Using breathing app reminders, setting your phone or computer to alert you every 20 or 30 minutes to take 3 deep breaths. Practicing conscious breathing during digital tasks, deliberately maintaining awareness of breath while working. The attention economy dimension is important context. Digital platforms are designed to capture and hold your attention. Infinite scroll, notification systems, these are intentional design choices that hijack normal attention patterns. And apparently, they also hijack normal breathing patterns. Your physiology is responding to design choices made by technology companies who profit from your sustained engagement. Boundary setting with digital devices becomes a health intervention, not just a productivity strategy. Turning off non-essential notifications reduces the frequency of email checking and the associated apnea episodes. Scheduling specific times to check email rather than constant monitoring allows you to prepare mentally and breathe properly. Using email clients that batch notifications rather than providing real-time alerts reduces the startle response that triggers breath holding. The broader digital wellness picture is important. Email apnea is a symptom of a problematic relationship with technology. It's your body's physical manifestation of digital overwhelm. Comprehensive digital detox strategies address not just the breathing, but the underlying technology dependency creating the problem. Workplace norms around constant connectivity exacerbate this. When there's expectation of immediate email response, you're checking constantly, triggering apnea frequently. When you're expected to be available outside work hours, you never fully disengage from the email checking, breath-holding pattern. Organizational culture that respects boundaries and doesn't expect instant responses reduces both email volume and associated apnea. What concerns me is how normalized this has become. People accept feeling breathless and tense while working as just the nature of modern work. They don't recognize it as a dysfunctional physiological response to technology use that can and should be changed. The interconnection with other office health problems is clear. Email apnea contributes to the shallow breathing patterns we discussed earlier. The stress response from chronic breath holding amplifies pain perception and muscle tension. The fatigue from inadequate oxygenation reduces your capacity for maintaining good posture and engaging in healthy behaviors. The solution isn't to stop using email, obviously. It's to bring conscious awareness to your breathing during digital tasks and deliberately maintain proper breathing patterns. It's to set boundaries with technology that reduce the frequency and stress of email checking. And it's to recognize email apnea as a signal that your technology use has become physiologically dysfunctional and needs adjustment. Monitor yourself this week. How often are you holding your breath while working? How does your breathing change when you're checking email versus when you're away from screens? The awareness alone often prompts change, and from there, you can implement deliberate breathing practices and technology boundaries that restore normal breathing patterns.